Shalom, which means peace. I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be entitled The So-Called Black Woman, or the Black Woman Exposed. When will you black men wake up? All right, because Jake is still under a zombie spell when it comes to the so-called black woman. Okay, especially Judah, you know. He's after all this disrespect that she's shown you, and how she's really with your enemy and she's not with you. And how she really hates you and despises you. After her showing you all of that very clearly, you still have a soft spot in your heart for them. To the point where, that's your preference. And you won't deal with no other woman. You got a lot of Jace that won't deal with any other woman but the so-called black woman, which this video right here shows you, man, that they'll let these Edomites get away with murder. These Edomite men get away with murder, and they won't give them any problems. But you Jakes, you got to jump through hoops. You got to do all kind of things in order for her to give you the time of day. All right, let's go to Micah 7. In verse 10. This is Micah 7:10. And it reads, "Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her." Right? So the shame is getting ready to cover these women that, came up against us, especially the so-called black woman. She's going to be the most shamed out of all the women on the planet Earth, the so-called black woman. Okay? It says, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. See, that's coming. Okay, y'all are about to be trodden down. When all hell breaks loose, don't expect Jake to turn around and help you, because now you're being exposed, right? The Lord is exposing Esau, but he's also exposing the so-called black woman and you women in general. Okay, and this is beautiful. The spirit of the Lord was on this individual, this white boy. Looks like an Edomite, could be a Jake, I don't know, but he actually, based upon his personality, he seems like he actually is a Jake. But regardless, it doesn't matter. The point is, the spirit came on him. The Lord put a spirit on him to do this, to expose them with this. Why would he do this? There's no reason. If he's getting free cheeks, why does he have to record it, right? But he's doing this because the Lord put the spirit on him to expose the so-called black woman. See, now you're being exposed. And I hope and I pray that Jake wakes up, man. And they stop dealing with you as a whole. So where it comes difficult for you to even find a Jake to deal with you. Because now you can find Jakes to deal with you. There's a plethora of Jakes who will take your bullshit. But there's going to be a time where, I'm praying that the Lord exposes you a lot more, which he is going to, through the spirit. I pray that he does that speedily. And there's going to be a time where you're going to need Jake. You're going to need the so-called black man, right? And the black man ain't going to be messing with you. He's not going to be messing with you. Okay? They're going to be looking at you as the enemy, which we already see you as that because we know what it is. Our eyes are open. So anyways, let's play this video.
Who was showing how easy it is to clap. So we got this white dude who was showing how easy it is to clap black female cheeks on dating apps by using racist terminology. I didn't believe it, but this dude is doing this live. He's screen recording everything, and he's going to show you that even when he's being racist to certain sisters, they are still allowing him to clap cheeks.
And they're not my sister. I don't call every black woman I say she's a sister. She's a sister. No. The sisters are the ones that are in this truth. The sincere women that are in this truth, right? Whether they be black, Latina, Native American, whatever they may be called in the society, if they're true believers in Yahweh Shai, those are my sisters. Everyone else, the hell with you, man. Okay, the sisters. She ain't my sister. She didn't come from my mother. She didn't come from my father. These are not my sisters. These are just some women. Okay.
Another black woman. She's pan and she's alternative. Very rare poll. Gotta keep it simple. Hi, you look like you can suck the racism out of me. LOL. Which is what.
I'm sorry. You look like you can suck the racism out of me? Okay.
What I need right now, because I'm currently on probation. Crime. Heart, done, send. What did I tell you? The job is not finished. You are very beautiful, though. And I would.
Wait, what did she say? Hold on. So she said type Oh my God.
Though. And I would love to see you this weekend if you don't have plans. It's getting spicy. I can show you better than I can tell you. Come on, gang.
So she asked him, are you an actual KKK member? And he goes, I can show you better than I can tell you. And she's still talking to the dude.
Come on, gang. Okay. I like that. Lynching on the first date is crazy. Not gonna lie. We gotta take baby steps.
Wait. He says lynching on the first date is crazy, but we gotta take baby steps. Let's see what she says.
Don't get me too excited. Normally, I strap up, but I would definitely take it off for you if that's what you're implying. I'm capping crazy. I just got burned.
So wait a minute. She asked him, do he be clapping cheeks raw? So instead of basically just being like, look, the dude says you can suck the racism out of me, she's supposed to just stop talking to the guy. And she's like, type-ish. Do you be clapping cheeks raw? Like, they would never let a black dude talk to them crazy like this. But
which this is not even game. He's not even really spitting game. He's just saying the most outrageous shit he can say that really should prevent him from getting a woman. That really should, make them to be, disgusted by him or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to the so-called black woman, it's so easy for the so-called white man to get them that even if when he says the most offensive and outlandish things, they're still willing to give it up to him. But you as a so-called black man, you got to jump through all these hoops. You got to be the perfect nigga, 6'6", this, that, and third, right? Make over 150K and this and that and the third, but don't make 150K and be boring. You got to also be able to travel at whim and all kind of shit, right? So this shows you, man, you jakes, when a chick is not, when you deal with a so-called black, when she's telling you, no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, you should feel highly disrespected by that, because guess what? For the Edomites, they'll do it, right? Unless you're some how would you say it? Some super nigga, you got some super Titan genetics, okay? 6'8" king. You gotta be 6'8", almost 7 foot, with muscles and good look and good looking, and then you have to have a good fashion sense. But then you have to be making good money and be able to travel. So listen, man. Jakes is still dealing with Eve in 2025. That's crazy. You have 9 other tribes to choose from, man. Pick one.
Do you be effing chicks raw?
Yeah. Are you on birth?
She says, true, condoms feel like soda water, so you nasty too. So you about to let this white dude clap your cheeks with no condom tour 2025.
Let me get a scripture real quick. Let's go to evil. Deuteronomy 28. Evil towards. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. See, because our woman used to be very feminine, even the so-called black woman. She used to be the most feminine back in the ancient world. Okay? But now look at them. It says, her eyes shall be evil toward her husband, right? Of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, right? And their eyes are evil toward the husband, the sons, the daughters, and you. There's all kind of stories on that. You know, look at in the hood. You know, look in the hood. Look at, you know, not even just the hood, just in general. If you ask these so-called black women, you know, a lot of them, their mothers gave them hell. You know, the young black men, you know, the young kids. Yeah, you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. Your daddy wasn't shit. Well, look at Terrence Crawford's mother. Terrence Crawford's mother, she hated him. Now she loves him because he's getting the money. He's getting millions of dollars, and now she's the number one supporter. They show you they're fucking bunch of phonies. All right, but you know, at the end of the day, she hated him, man. She would tell him, you ain't gonna be shit. You know, but the father would say, nah, we got a champion. He's gonna be a world champion. The mother said, nah, he ain't gonna be shit. Right? But because Jake is they're in the spirit of women worship, he doesn't say nothing negative about his mother. You know, if that was his father who was treating him like that, you know, he would, F my father, he ain't shit. Like Biggie said, the maggot took the back away and this and that. You know, disrespecting their father for, you know, right away, you know, not even knowing the story, what happened between them and the mother. How the mother was giving them hell, how the mother would stop them from seeing the child. They're not concerned with the father's side of the story. But when it comes to the mother could be a complete demon to the child. And most of the time, the child doesn't say nothing negative against this so-called black woman because they have a spell on you. They've been indoctrinating you from a baby. They've been putting these little, they've been insinuating things. You know, and making you to think a particular way about them. You know? So Jake looks at the so-called black woman as a god. This is why Terrence Crawford, he's not disrespecting his mother. He's not saying nothing negative about his mother. She's there at all the shows. He's giving her all the money. He's buying her house, this, that, and the third. Why? Why? Because he's under that spell. And she treated him like shit growing up. Had the whole neighborhood beating him up or fighting him. Man, hey man, their thing is, they're talking about peace. Their thing is to take away your peace. The so-called black woman, their thing is to take away your peace, you so-called black men. That's what they do. And their mouth is like a weapon, and they use it efficiently against you, but not against the Edomite. The Edomite, he has no problem, right? It says the tender, this is verse 56 again. It says the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out of her from between her feet. Well, a lot of times they're not making it out between the feet because they lead in deletions of the baby, and they're proud to do it. They're fighting and screaming for the right to do it. It says, and toward the children, toward her children, which she shall bear. Which there used to be a billboard up that used to say, you know, the most dangerous place for a black child is in the womb of a black woman. Okay. For she shall eat them for want of all things, secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. Yeah, they're going to eat their child, no problem, when the food runs out. Especially these big, morbidly obese, so-called black women. They're gonna just throw some hot sauce on the, you know, if they got some hot sauce, they'll throw some hot sauce on the child and eat his ass, man. Okay? Straight up. That's the times we're coming into anyway, you know. But yeah, man, first of all, I don't deal with it. I used to be in that spirit. Even I used to listen to the apostles and say, yeah, you know, the apostles is right. But then I would go and do the opposite and go try to get with the end up. And then I would fucking regret it because she's just full of disrespect. She has no fucking respect. She's you know, she's the other women don't give you no hard time. You know, she has a hatred for you. She likes to embarrass you. She gets off on that shit. You know, that's what she likes to do, and I'm not going for that type of shit. You know, so I just said fuck them. You know, and that's the bottom line, bro. And then now, you know, now that I can see clearly, right? That was years ago, man. Many years ago, man. You know, and I didn't want to deal with the Edomite, you know, because when you're first hearing the truth, we didn't want to deal with the Edomite because the Edomite, they, you know, these Edomite women, they hate you. You know, they got hate for Jake. Let me tell you something, man. You Jakes, the one that hates you black men the most is not the Edomite woman. The one that hates you black men the most outside of the so-called white man is your own fucking woman, the so-called black woman. She's the one that hates you, has the most hatred for you, and contributes in your destruction. Okay, I always tell the story about when I was at that shop, that's getting a smoothie, and that the woman was, there's one Jake was in that simp. Oh, queen, what's up, queen? Hey, how you doing, queen? You all right? You know, whatever. He's in that queen spirit, that Dr. Umar spirit, and I was looking at how she was looking at him because I like to observe people and how they interact with Jake and how people interact with each other, whatever. I like to observe these things, but. You know, I was watching from the side, waiting for my smoothie, and I was watching her react because I wasn't giving her that spell. I was looking at her like. Anyways, basically, she was looking at him with hate. While he wasn't looking, I could see her look in her eyes, and she was looking at him with hate. You know, you can just see it in her eyes. She despised him. She thought he, you know, she hates him. You know. And that's how she felt about the so-called black man in general, because she didn't know that guy, right? But it was the spirit showing me how they feel about the so-called black man, which I already knew that, but that was just confirmation. And while she's looking at him with hate, the anger is building up in me, and I'm looking at her ass with hate. Fucking bitch! I was looking at her like that, you know. And then she sees that I saw her looking at. She caught me looking at her with that look while she was looking at him with that look, and you could see her. She was startled. She kind of jumped. Oh, right. And then this bitch, right? She went and offered me, after all is said and done, she went and offered me an extra smoothie. You know, I have it left already. You want some extra? Because she was trying to pull that wool back over my eyes. They're not much. They're the same as Esau. You understand that? The so-called black woman and the Edomite is very similar. They're both your enemies, man. In this setup, in the kingdom, that's when you can deal with the so-called black woman. In the kingdom, which they're not going to be black women in the kingdom. They're going to be Israelite women. Okay? They're going to be Israelite women. All right, but right now of the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. But as of right now, they are your enemies. And here's another time is at this other place, and this is one thing about this shit boiled my blood to the point where even to this day, when I see that, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not even gonna say what the fuck I want to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm trying to say. But this bitch, you know what she said? I'm gonna tell you what she said, and I was sitting there, and you know, I didn't show her no, which I don't interact with a black woman, period. You know, I just avoid them. But you know, she just happened to be there, and I'm hearing her have this conversation with a bunch of Edomite men. And you know what this bitch said? She said the black woman has a higher IQ than the black man. I said, what the fuck is this bitch fucking talking about? So she was pushing. You know what she was pushing? That fucking demon. She was pushing that scientific racism, the pseudoscience, that scientific racism that Esau is getting ready to push right now. That he's been pushing, right? That he used as an excuse to subjugate you Jakes and to keep you in that low level. You know? That's what she was pushing. Okay? And that shit boiled my blood, man. You know, an average Jake would hear that. Jake wouldn't know what the fuck is going on. They wouldn't know what the hell what the hell was what she was talking about. Oh, what does she mean? What does she mean? But I perceived it right away, and every time I see her, because I give her a look of fucking hate. So she knows, she knows, like, oh, this guy don't fuck with me. Nah, I don't even fucking say, don't say hi to me, don't say nothing to me, bitch, because I may fucking curse your ass out. I may curse your motherfucking ass out, bitch. But anyways, Salakia, for that rant, I just had to keep it real, man.
Venue, just shooting all up the club.
Nah, but I'm infertile, so I can, without us having to worry.
So he basically said, I can shoot in you because I'm infertile. Obviously, he capping.
Okay, understandable. Just letting you know. Is a number too personal for you? Question mark. I just don't use Snap.
What happens?
I do this shit! Keep doubting me, bro. I dare you.
Oh my God, he got the.
Which he's a Jake. I believe he's a Jake. But either way, that's not the point. To them, he's a white man, right? So that's how they're looking at him as, right? Because so basically. Now I'm gonna keep playing it though. I'm gonna keep playing. What's your problem? I'm gonna keep playing it. I don't know where the food is.
Number. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get their profile acting like I'm a white dude.
Man.
Then when they come, I was just playing. See if they let me clap. Let's see if there's more.
I love it. Normally when we get
the thing is that they're telling you Jakes how loyal they are, and they only deal with the black man. That's what's holding them back. And listen, my thing is go fucking deal with the Edomite, which they're dealing with the Edomite anyway. Don't let them fucking fool you. They're getting bust. Esau's busting all kind of nuts on these chicks, these so-called black women. All right, but they ain't giving them no commitment most of the time, right? So don't fucking listen to them, man, about that bullshit. You know what I mean? But the end up been dealing with Esau, and she's dealing with Esau a lot now, because Esau's like, you know what, my woman ain't acting right, but this woman does everything for me. She does, she'll even pay the bills if I need her to. She'll do this and that, She's submissive. She's the most submissive to me. So you know what? I'll deal with this black bitch. So you see a lot of Edomites dealing with the end up, and I'm fine with that. I'm 100% okay with that. I don't feel no way about it. I don't feel no way about it because I'm not fucking with them anyway. And this is the attitude that you, Jake, should have. And then when that time comes, when they want to come back, you give them the middle finger. You understand what I'm saying to you? Simple as that.
It's literally black women. She said, oh, look, another picking on black women. So let's try to cook something up. Oh, look, another black queen who wants master roleplay, LMAO, and send. Over or under? Over or under? She's typing. Oh my God, she's typing. Okay. She's just playing hard to get a little bit. What's black people's favorite seasoning, would you say? What if I put some lemon pepper on it, question mark? Would that make up for the size? Okay, she's typing. How'd you know? I love lemon pepper. Come on. Who are you? Come find out. Text me, love. I'm not on here.
Fucking loser, bitch. I mean, this is not even game. Jake has to be the top artist, a pickup artist on the earth. You got to make them laugh. This nigga, this is not even game. This is not even funny. It's just like whatever, It's really, he's trying to be offensive. He's trying to be offensive. It's not funny. It's really hard to be funny over text anyway. You can't really see a person's personality through text. That's one of the problems with texting. But, they're giving him no fucking problem. They're giving him no fucking problem. Okay? Why? Because it's the so-called white man. All right?
So basically, if you can see what he's...
Time for something on board. Has anyone ever made you pee?
No.
Really?
No, that's no.
I know we just...
Wait a minute. Did he just say that anybody or pee?
Want to FaceTime or something on board? Has anyone ever made you pee?
No.
Really?
No, that's no.
I know we just met, but how would you feel about twerking real quick? Just so I can get, an idea of, what I'm working with. Are those PSD shorts or, underwear? What is that?
No, these are the cartoon characters.
Oh, period. know how you said like you do like specialty videos?
She twerking for Esau on the camera. So your woman is a fucking slut, man. All right? And she's really worthless in this society. I'm just keep it a buck with you, man. Keep it 100 with you. You understand what I'm saying? So you see how she treats Esau. She don't give Esau no problems, right? But when it comes to you, like I said, you got to jump through hoops. You got to do this and that, right? So, hey, this is the reality of the situation that you're in, man. So just accept it. And the Edomite woman, the other nations, not just the Edomite. You got the Asian women, the Moabites, and the Ammonites. They make good wives. They make very good wives. Okay, you find you one that's to your liking, look wise, that you can deal with, and that's it, man. I mean, shit. The end of this is she's an enemy. So with that, little one, this is edifying to the elect. I'll say shalom.